Bar week, Grana week, Ninny Bomb, mother. I'm Zort Rider, and welcome to another Studio Series 86 review. This is for Wave 2, and I'm going to kick off with Voyager class Wreck-Gar. He's not in the box, obviously. I've already taken him out, but you can see the lovely backdrop he comes with in the box, which is, of course, Junkion. So if we get that out, you can see this is a stand. All Studio Series figures come with a stand like this, and this is the Planet of Junk or Junkion. You can see the Junkion ship there. You can see Studio Series 86 number 9 there on the side. And yeah, cool little stand. I do keep these, to be honest. I've kept all of Wave 1 stands, even though I've got rid of a lot of the boxes. They're really cool, really like them. And you can obviously put your figure on there if you so wish. Some nice artwork of Wreck-Gar on the front and zoomed in closer on the side. The same artwork there, and then you've got some images on the back of Wreck-Gar, which is pretty cool. And of course, Transformers the movie logo on the top. And here is Wreck-Gar in his motorcycle mode. So I thought I'd start off in alt mode. This thing is lovely. The transformation confused me a little bit at first, but you know what? I love this thing. I think it's great. And I'm really excited that it looks like we're going to get a Junkion, so we're going to get another Junkion. Hopefully we get a Nancy. We should get a load of these. I mean, Hasbro could just print money with doing Junkions and maybe swap parts. I've been saying that for a while. But this is him in his motorcycle mode. You can see here I've got a little bit of a bent spike here, and these aren't the softest of plastics. They're a little bit brittle. This one was really bent in the packaging, so I heated it up with some hot water and then held it down. It probably needs another treatment of it, to be fair, but you know what, it's cool for now. These wheels roll, and so does his axe falls off. These wheels roll, and he does roll. He's got some stands at the bottom, so he's not going to fall over to one side or another. And he's a really good motorbike. You can see here you've got some nice detail at the front. That's Wreck-Gar's head right there. You've got some flame effects down here. You've got the back of his head, which has the speedometer pedals on there, which is cool. You've got like the backpack, kind of like the trunk section of the motorbike with bags and storage on there. His axe randomly does store on the back. Right, so, which doesn't look the best, to be honest, but you can have it like that, so it's some kind of propeller, because it's got that kind of cool motion. I don't know why they've done that, to be honest, because I don't think it did that in the movie. It would have been cool if he'd come with a few more accessories, like his little TV box, when he says he's talking TV, or the oil can that he bangs. I think one of the third-party company's figures come with that, but essentially this is your accessory, and the wheels, of course, which are parts for me. He's a lovely looking figure, and the alt mode is great. His nipples, his nipple guns can move here as well, and they are blast effect compatible, which is good. And that's really it. Lovely colours, absolutely animation accurate. And the other cool thing is you can actually stick a deluxe figure or some Voyager figures on his bike. Is Commander class Rodimus sitting on Voyager class Wreck-Gar. You can see the scale is a little bit off there. Rodimus here is a little bit too big, but he's one of your big Voyager leader class figures. So, as I say, certain Voyagers and certain deluxes would look great on this. For example, Jazz here. Jazz looks really good on here. I know he wasn't on the Planet of Junk, but nevertheless, that is a size figure that you really want to be riding your Wreck-Gar. I think it looks great, and you see him side by side next to another Studio Series 86 figure. And I don't care what people say, my view is that Studio Series 86 figures have a slightly different aesthetic and a slightly different scale to the rest of the Kingdom line, for example. I think that they're a little bit smaller, in my opinion, but there we go. But yeah, so you can put deluxes and some Voyagers on the back of Wreck-Gar, and it'll be great for your action figure photographer. And here is Wreck-Gar all transformed up in his glorious robot mode. This absolutely oozes the 86 movie. They've nailed this. I think Studio Series 86 have nailed all the deluxes and the leaders so far. I think some of the deluxes, not great. Blur, not great in my opinion. Cup, not great in my opinion. Jazz, absolutely brilliant. Happy with that one. But unfortunately, I don't think they nailed some of the deluxes. They've absolutely nailed Wreck-Gar here. That face sculpt is beautiful. the moustache, the beard. This looks exactly how Wreck-Gar is in that 86 movie, and it is absolutely stunning. Really, really happy to have this figure in the collection. Now, I have to say this figure is not without its faults, and it's again those QC problems for me that are the problem. So these are as rubbery as I think they should be, and they potentially could break over time, or if it nosedives off the shelf, so be careful where you put him. There is a joint here, which gives you a little bit of an ab crunch, I suppose, but that is not the tightest joint, unfortunately, so it never feels quite, even though it's secure, you can see you can easily pop it out with just a quick movement. Gaps here, unfortunate. I think a Voyager scale, I can forgive deluxe scale, but I think at Voyager scale and absolutely at leader scale, there needs to be panels over them, in my opinion, especially because we're paying, what, 33 quid for these. Let's have a look at articulation. So his head can go a full 360, it can look up really far, but down not a lot. Shoulders can go out like that and rotate all the way around with a bend at the elbow and a swivel at the shoulder and a rotation at the wrist, so loads of articulation there. You do get an ab crunch, which is good to see. You get a full waist rotation. Legs can go out, well, do the full Van Damme if you move these out the way. And you can do the full run like that. That's decent articulation. Legs can bend just under 90 degrees. You do get a rocker, which is quite well engineered, to be honest. And toes can point down due to transformation, but not really up. And that's essentially all your articulation. I think it's fine. Oh, tell a lie, his nipples can rotate as well, so they can do a full 360 if you want to rotate Wreck-Gar's nipples. He cleans up well on the back. Yeah, no kibble or anything like that. And let's get to his accessories. So his accessories are, as I say, his sword. And you get two of these wheels. And you can put these wheels wherever you like on these spikes. So essentially you can put one on here if you like. And they clip into the leg, which is quite cool. And then I like to put one on the arm as well. And have that look going on. You can put them both on the legs if you want to. You can put them both on the arms. I prefer this alternate look. His weapon here is spinning axe. That can go into his hand. I like to put that in the opposite hand to the shield. How awesome is he? He is beautiful. Such a great figure. As I've said this before, that Studio Series 86 is now the only line that I am fully in on. Everyone they release, I will buy because I think they are absolutely stunning. And I'm really, really happy to add a Wreck-Gar that's worth, that looks like Wreck-Gar. I mean, the Studio Parallel Primes one was okay. It was okay, but it was blatantly the groove mould. And then also you had the Universe version, or was it the Real the Shield version, which was a bugger to transform, that was. So, size comparison wise, here he is next to Jazz. So you can see he's a big old boy, bigger than the Deluxe Jazz. Don't know if Wreck-Gar was meant to be that big, but I think it worked scale wise. Here he is next to the Deluxe Shark. I don't think these were even seen on screen together in the movie, but nevertheless, you've got that comparison. And here he is next to a massive flag. So yeah, you can see that scales pretty well. Maybe these are a little bit small compared to this robot mode, but I think it works. I think it works fine. So there he is next to his wave mates. And we also can take a look at Rodimus Prime here. And I think that works. I think that scale works actually between those two. I'm happy with that. Really, really happy with that. So yeah, this is Studio Series 86 Voyager Wreck-Gar. High recommend for me. Is he the highlight of the wave? I think he probably is. But I think this entire wave is pretty good. But I'm over the moon to have this Wreck-Gar in the collection. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, I've been Zork Rider, and I'll catch you again really, really soon.